tickets out there on that secondary market. They're paying big money. The Gov's keeping his tickets. I'm not selling mine for $1,100 like I did a few years ago. I am going to be there rooting for my team. So let's see here. Minnesota leads all-time series 62-45. And they are 42-37 against Iowa when Floyd has been on the line. So we're going to see what happens, man. Gophers are really, really in a tight spot because if this does not, let's just say, go their way. Again, this is Vince Wright, Sports Done right here on the SME Network. If this doesn't go their way, all of a sudden it can be real dicey for them Gophers because they have some teams that if you look on paper, they should beat. But we're Gopher fans. We're Minnesota fans. We know how it plays out, people. We know how it plays out. So if you're a Gopher fan, no game is a given. Okay, as we found out the past couple years, no game is a given. So stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. Gophers got to find a way to beat Iowa this week. I mean, they have to. If they go and lose this game, the way, like I told you earlier, Nebraska's playing, Northwestern's starting to play some okay football. They always play Minnesota tough. Man, I'm telling you, this could be a year where the Gophers, who me and other experts said had to win 8-9 games to call this a successful season, are going to struggle to win 6 or 7. So, all right, that is the Gopher report, so to speak. We'll get on back here. We got just about 15 minutes left in the show here, Sports Done Right on the SME Network. I want to thank Doug for allowing me to hang out and the rest of the X Squad and doing big things here, man. And I want to thank you guys out there, the Stewies, man, the Stew Nation, for supporting Sports Done Right as well. Yes. Absolutely, man. Big props to you guys. I appreciate all the love, all the nice words and everything. So, like I said, big things coming, Sports Done Right. So, all right, man, let's do this. We're going to take one quick little break here. We're going to drop some of the shows. We'll be right back, and then we're going to call it a day on Sports Done Right. Keep it tuned.
No tricks in 86. It's time to build. Check out the Doug Stewart Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. It's sports talk. It's guy talk. It's fun talk. Once again, that's the Doug Stewart Show. One half of the world-famous Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time at StewartMediaandEntertainment.com. Trust me, you'll have more fun than you can shake a stick at. And I got one question for you. Are you not entertained, huh?
You are listening to Sports Done Right with your host, Vince Wright, right here on Spreaker.com.
The #1 chief rocker, Jersey Vern.
Lonely Hearts Cafe.
Spicy conversations.
It's Vince Wright, the sports governor from Minnesota.
Man, Deli on. Microwave. Reggie Long, a.k.a. Dollars and Cents.
Kicking it with you.
X gon' give it to you.
Hey, what's going on, Stew Nation? This is Vince Wright, the sports governor from the great state of Minnesota. Want to thank you for listening to Sports Done Right every Wednesday here on SME. Make sure you keep it tuned here for me and all the other X Squad affiliate shows on SME. Peace.
The votes are in and it's official. He's Minnesota's #1 sports color commentator. The people got it right, and now it's time for you to get your sports done right. With the governor of sports talk, the Honorable Vince Wright. Now, let's get back to the show.
Welcome back, folks. Sorry about that little technical snafu. We're talking baseball. We're in the home stretch here. Sports Done Right, back on the SME Network. Want to say what up to the Stu Nation out there. Big Doug Stewart. Make sure you follow the Sports Governor Vince Wright. That's right. That's me. At the Big Smooth One on Twitter. Make sure you follow on the Facebook page, Sports Done Right, as well. So, playoffs, Major League Baseball, the Cubbies, baby. Now comes the talk. Can they do it? Can they shake the curse? Can they get rid of Billy Goats and Black Cats and all that? I think they can. So, starting in the American League, the Wild Card Series, you got the Baltimore Orioles against Blue Jays. I think Toronto has just a little bit too much for Baltimore this year. I think the Orioles move along. Over in the National League, the Wild Card Series, you got Gary G. Money Joyner's New York Mets against the San Francisco Giants, the former team that used to be in New York. And, how can you go against the Giants, man? They always seem to find a way to creep in the playoffs. This is what they do. I can't remember, is it odd number years that they win World Series or even number? Regardless, they're the Giants. They're always going to be a factor. So then in the American League Divisional Series, this is where it gets interesting. Grego's Red Sox, Boston. Oh, yes. Grego, I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't finding a way to cheat as well. Against dollars and cents, Reggie Lawrence's hometown squad, the Cleveland Indians. Look, anything can happen, and I would actually like to see Cleveland win this series. But again, Boston, it's that time of year. They're one of these teams, like the Giants, just kind of seem to be cursed in a good way. Strange bounces going their way up in Fenway. David Ortiz, the juicer, juicing balls out of the park. So I look for the Boston Red Sox to get past the Cleveland Indians. And then, by the way, the winner of that series, let's see here, will take on the winner of the Rangers. The Rangers get the bye with the best record. They're awaiting the Blue Jays Baltimore winner. And whoever's going up against the Rangers, the only thing that can kind of hurt the Rangers is having time off, I think. But it's hard to go against Texas right now, so I'm going to pick Texas and whoever they wind up going against. Over in the National League side, my Cubs, again, they're going to take on the winner of the Giants of the Mets. And again, they got to sit down too, so, kind of halting all the momentum a little bit. But best team in baseball, it's time to prove it. You got the Washington Nationals going up against L.A., the Dodgers. I am going to go with the Dodgers in this one. I think the Dodgers just a better team right now. Washington, good to see them, making playoffs and, putting Washington on the map in the baseball sense. But I'm going to pick the Dodgers. And with that being said, I think the Cubs win their series against the Giants. And I also see the Cubs squeaking by maybe a close one over the Dodgers to get to the World Series. I'm going to hard to go against the Red Sox, but I'm going to say maybe Texas. I think you might see a Texas-Chicago World Series. And with that being said, I think the Cubs can hopefully win it all. So, Ninja, I have no baseball knowledge. I hear you, man. I hear you. Notice, it took me into the playoffs till I actually talked a little bit of baseball. My Minnesota Twins suck. Simple as that. Grego says I got both dollars teams on Sundays, Browns, and okay, all right. Yeah, might have to put a little ducat on that. All right, folks, so we're going to get you out of here again. Sports Done Right. I appreciate all the love, man. We're going to get into it again hopefully next week. Like I said, the schedule is kind of in flux right now, so make sure you stay tuned to the shows and to the Facebook page and tweets and all that stuff. We'll get the info out there. Also, the Sports and More show, we're going to be moving some things around there as Reggie's schedule has also changed. So things are in flux, as we like to say here at the Governor's Mansion in the great state of Minnesota. That Ninja says, I know Tony La Russa can go to hell. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. And excuse me, Ninja is referring to the comments that Tony La Russa had for the Colin Kaepernick and everybody else who are using their First Amendment right to protest police brutality in this country. So one thing I do not agree with Tony La Russa on at all. I just wish people kind of open their eyes a little bit, but we'll touch on that stuff next week. I'm going to save some of this for the Sports and More show because I know Reggie has a lot. We kind of started a dialogue on last week's Sports and More show. So with that being said, everybody have a great night. Make sure you are following X Squad affiliate members, xsquadaffiliates.com. Check out Ninja's show as well, the Underground Railroad show. He had a real good one last night. You can listen to all these shows on Spreaker on demand as well. So if you can't listen to our shows live, please go in and enjoy them anytime you want. They are locked and loaded all over the website there. So make sure you come and check us out. I am real happy to be back on SME, and we'll have some more in-depth stuff a little later. Again, I kind of apologize here. This new schedule kind of took me away from some of the research today that I would have liked to done. I had a couple things I'm going to have to save for next week. And like I said, we're working on some big interviews coming up as well. So with that being said, I am Vince Wright, the sports governor. I want to thank you for tuning in. Sports Done Right once again on the SME Network. Make sure you're checking out all the SME shows, man. These hosts are doing big things and providing content you're just not going to hear anywhere else, anywhere. So with that being said, I am out of here. Have a good week. I'll be back. I think we're going to be back Thursday with the S&M show, the Sports and More show, with me and my boy Dollars and Cents. And we're going to have some fun topics there as well. So you guys have a good evening. Peace.
Thank you for listening to Sports Done Right with your host, the governor of Minnesota Sports Talk, the Honorable Vince Wright. Check out Sports Done Right every Tuesday night. And when it's over, stay up on all of the breaking sports news and commentary by joining the Sports Done Right Facebook group. Let your voice be heard and join the conversation right now. You finally got it right with Sports Done Right.